What up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. It's T Black Love. Today I'm going to talk about chapters, and if you see me look up, it's because I have a mirror right behind, and I know I have to look at myself. Y'all know this. Chapters. I believe I mentioned chapters in my previous video, on one of my videos, even though I only have two. But when I say chapters, I mean like parts in your life, like chapters of your life, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everyone has a book or a story to be told, and everything that they go through is like a chapter in their life, you know what I'm saying? And in order for you to complete one chapter, you have to learn from that lesson, you know what I'm saying? So you won't have to go through it again, or if you come close to it, you can always refer back to that chapter and be like, okay, I know what's going on, I already learned this lesson, now I know what to do, and stuff like that. But yeah, the funny thing about chapters is like you are born with all your chapter things. Sometimes you don't even realize the lesson that's supposed to be taught, right? Or some people see like certain chapters that you have in your book that they don't have in their book, and then they cling to you and they rip like some of your pages out and they apply it to their book, leaving you empty, you know what I'm saying? So with chapters, you have to be careful who you give like a piece of your page to, if that makes sense. And that goes for anything, family, friends, loves, like a stranger on the street. You always be cautious to who you invite into your book. But don't get me wrong, like a lot of your chapters, people are supposed to read your book, you know what I'm saying, because it's your testimony, it's your life. Like everything that you go through, you're supposed to learn from it, and that ties in with growth. And when you have growth, you know what I'm saying, well, anything that isn't growing is simply dead. That's just as simple, you know what I'm saying? So let people read a little bit of who you are, but keep some of them closed up. Like I'm chapters. I can talk about my chapters. My chapter is basically who I am and what my life consisted of, you know what I'm saying? And as of this point, because I know my chapters will continue to build, because I refuse to stop growing for anyone, you know what I'm saying? And my chapters from young, it was caring, it was love, it was curiosity. I have a chapter on, okay, let me start over. I have a chapter on caring, because I have I have 3 sisters, but when I was younger, it was mostly my 2 younger sisters, you know what I'm saying? And my mom, she worked a lot of late shifts. I'm sorry. She had worked a lot of late shifts, so it was like kind of my duty to be not the mom, but the big sister, to make sure everything was together. So in doing so, I didn't really know how to give as much authority as most, but I knew how to care. So I knew I had to care for them. And plus my mom, I watched her be a mom, and like a mom and a woman, a black woman, a strong black woman. So like caring is like, I don't know, like I can't really go into depth in that. Like that should just speak for itself. And so I from jump, I was caring. I was a friend. My aunt Kiwi, she's kind of young, but she's not young, but she's young at heart. Like if you meet her, oh my god, you would definitely understand what I am saying. But yeah, she was definitely like the first friend, you know what I'm saying, I had, and as well as my sisters and my best friend. So friend was one of my first actual factual chapters. What else? Love, of course, love, because I was surrounded by a lot of love. My grandfather, if you go back to my last video, my grandfather, he just died like recently. There's nothing to smile over, but it's the truth. He was the first man that actually loved me. Um, plus my mother, my grandmother, and my sister. So like I had no other choice but to write a book, well, write my chapter on love and see what it means to be loved and what is love and how important love is. And that really became my first chapter, because like even now I just believe that the world revolves around love, and the less love that it have in the world is like the more destructive it can get. It's crazy. I might not even edit that out, but you know that I'm looking within myself because the bitch is crying, you know. But sometimes on Let's Talk it will get like that, so like fuck with it. Also part of my chapters, I had a lot of hate, like yeah, a lot of hate. Like they told me a story that I tried to drown my best friend in a pool when we was fucking like I have a sister right here in the corner, but I tried to drown her in the pool because she did something, and I was so mad at that. But whatever she did, but I don't but my hate came from my father. Yeah, a good bit came from my father, because he killed my sister's mom and himself at when I was like 3 years old or something like that. And the hate was like you didn't think about your kids. Like basically, like, so I kind of knew what the basis yeah, so I kind of knew what my chapters consisted of at a young age, you know what I'm saying? But you know, as life as you go through life, you know what I'm saying, a lot of your pages, people put white out across it, or they may rip piece of bite and chew on it, spitballs, you know what I'm saying, destroy your book because maybe their chapters was destroyed, or maybe because, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, because a lot of times, especially at a young age or just in life in general, a lot of people do things and they don't even notice that they're doing it, you know what I'm saying, and that destroys a lot of shit. I'm gonna get to the point where I know I did that now, but as far as whiteouts, growing up, like I always heard that, like, you're ugly, you're ugly black little girl. It was like a lot of it was like, hey, you're so pretty, but a majority of it was like, you're ugly, or for a long time I was the evil. I was just so evil, so just like I was so evil and so mean, and so I started to move in that manner. It was like everybody was constantly telling me, like, you're mean, you're evil, like all these negative traits, and so I started moving like in that manner. And come to find out, now I know that I was far from it. I was like really the opposite. But when I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna let these people tell me who I am, you know what I'm saying, I started to become evil, and I destroyed a lot of people. And that brings me back to what I said like a couple seconds ago. I was moving in that manner because that's who I thought I was, and then I was kind of blind to the things that I was doing. Like my baby Curvin, that's my homegirl. I probably will have a lot of stories with Curvin. Shout out Curvin. My baby Curvin, she was like really the only friend who ever like came to me and was like after we had a big ass altercation. Well, it wasn't even big. It was big because we stopped talking for months. We had a big ass altercation, and like I told everything I wanted to say, and she like blew me back down. Like a lot of my friends like never ever blew me back down, so that's why I really fuck with her. Like, until this day, she's the only person who like bitch you know what I'm saying. But she she blew me back down, and the things that she told me was like hardcore truth. Like, it was her feelings, and she was like, yes bitch, you are wrong for this, woo, woo, woo. And she wasn't calling me evil. She was just like saying like, you fucking up and you not seeing it, you know what I'm saying? And I seen myself doing that, saying that to a lot of people, but nobody else actually like made me look at myself and like check, hey, this is not the girl you are. You know what I'm saying? You're losing yourself. You need to check your shit. And until you check your shit, I'm gone. And that's basically what she told me. And, yeah. And then after a while, like, within 2016, like, I tried to do, side note, I tried to do a story on 2016, but it was, like, so much. And it was, like, all over. So it's like, as I tell my stories or have let's talk or vlogs, I'll mention 2016, and hopefully y'all put it together and make a fucking conclusion on it, because that bitch was a hard video. It was like 3 hours. It was bad, but back together. Yeah, so after 2016 like really started to end, first I kept having dreams about it, and then the situation of how everything turned out. So I hit her up and I was like, hey, basically thank you for slowing me down and like basically slapping me in my face, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for doing that, and I'm sorry for a lot of things that I've done, and but this is where I'm at now, and I still love you. And then she wrote back and she was like, you know, I understand. I basically we talked, and yeah, and she even told me about things that I've been doing since fucking middle school that I didn't notice I did, but because like I guess I can say the people that I was surrounding myself with, I don't know, I can't really, the way I walked, like, I don't know, the manner that I was in, I really don't know the words to say it, but she shed a lot of light on a lot of things that I've done. And at the same time, within 2016, I was already like thinking about half of the shit, and I was like, damn, like, you fucked up, like, that's fucked up, or like, you was mean right there, like, that wasn't your intentions, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of messed up, but yeah. So the good thing about chapters, you can rip things that you don't want out. Like, I ripped some chapters out, but I ripped the evil chapter out, because bitch, you're not evil. Like, you're mean, and if somebody fuck with you, that mean side will show, and it's fucking reckless. Like, that side is fucking reckless. But as far as the chapter that everybody put in, that you're evil, rip that out, because that wasn't in your chapter, that wasn't in your book initially. They put that there, you know what I'm saying? And you allowed it. That's the crazy thing. I allowed them to place that chapter in there, so I ripped that bitch out. Anger, yes, you can say that, but at the same time, as when I ripped it out, I overlooked it, and I was like, this is the things that you've done in life, and this is the lesson behind it for you to think before you speak, you know what I'm saying? Take your time, and you know what I'm saying, be true to yourself. Like, everything that I didn't like in everything that went on in the "you're evil" chapter, quotations behind that bitch, everything that went on in there, I basically took the lessons and the truth from it and put it back into my chapter, but rearranged it as, you know, this is not who you are, but this is only a lesson from the future, so you can know if you do slip down that road of, if you go through something like 2016 again, you can refer back to it and like, hey, take your time, like, it's gonna be okay. Just, you know, if that, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, and I don't know, life is just about constant growth and revealing your chapters and understanding who you are. And a lot of people growing up, they stay on this straight path, and that's not how life actually goes. Life goes in a circle, you know what I'm saying? And if I break it down, it would be like too deep for what I'm trying to say right now. But you're supposed to like be on this constant growth, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they stay on the same path because they refuse to learn their lessons, or they just settle and what people have made of them, because at birth everyone is fucking kind, loving, helping, a friend. At birth everyone is those good qualities, but at the same time they're still angry. Like they're not angry, but they have that angry trait within them, because it's yin and yang. You have to be balanced. You can't just be all good and deny your other side. Everyone has both sides, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about understanding that. And if you don't understand both sides, how can you go on to your higher self? When I talk chapters, and after you learn something about yourself, or finish one chapter, later down the line, when you see someone else going through the same thing that you're going through, or you went through, it's like you are entitled to help them, you know what I'm saying, and guide them and be patient with them. Because even if you did or if you didn't have somebody to go down that path with you, you know what I'm saying, you made it through. And the fact that you made it through, you know what I'm saying, makes it easier for the next person. Like, that's how in some way we're all connected. And that's how I personally feel that the world is having problems with becoming whole and connecting as oneness with their oneness, is because after they go down certain paths in their life, and the things they did, and the things how people made them feel going through these trials, I guess you can say, I don't know, going through these paths, you know what I'm saying, they don't, when it comes to the next person, when it's time to help them, it's like they forget what they already had there, you know what I'm saying. And the bad part about that, if you forget, you know what I'm saying, your the words in your chapters will eventually just fade away, and then you will have to start over. That's how I see things. Like, I don't know if I'm using the best example, or I don't know, words to say how I feel about chapters, and how your chapters are so important. And you should always rely on some of the things that you learned in the past, or some of the things that you saw other people learn in the past. Because the beautiful thing about some people, they apply their chapters to actual books, you know what I'm saying, and share them and put them in different stories and stuff like that. They do it in movies and songs. That you can take some of those things and learn from them. You know what I'm saying? People throw their testimony out there, and you shouldn't take that for granted, because it's really beautiful. Because a lot of people don't have the strength or the courage or the enough what's called, like, support to do that. You know what I'm saying? But those who learn teach. I mean, we're all teachers, but yeah, I took a brief moment. I had to go do some hair, which I will do like a slight vlog of what my days have been consisting of. Well, actually this whole week. So yeah, and I went to a bridal meeting. But yeah, when it comes to your chapters, always be sure to like close your chapter overall. Because like, you can start a chapter with someone, like say you have a boyfriend. Okay, I'm gonna just use myself like I usually do. In 2016, I didn't notice how many chapters that I've started with people who I thought, well, not thought, but like wanted to be my significant other, because I would just like, my significant other is taking too long to get here. But patience is ultimately one of my main chapters now that I focus on. But I didn't notice how many chapters that I've started with people, and I didn't like write basically the end, or like next, or move on at the end. You know, I just kept it open. And a lot of the things that I've shared with those people, like certain sides that they saw of me, I didn't let other people like see that. Like I didn't share it with the next person that I came close with or encounter with and stuff like that. And when it came to 2016 and I met Booby, everything just like like I don't know, it was like crazy because everybody in my life, well, yeah, every person that I like had feelings for or sort of say opened a chapter with within my life, I met back up with them and like, or talks to them, or like saw them in their state that they are now, and it's like, okay, I closed it, like, okay, this chapter is closed and it won't be open again, or this, like, I see that they're on this level and I'm on this level, so this won't happen again. And plus it was like I had to close all those chapters with those people so I can begin a new life with Booby, you know what I'm saying? And also with chapters, even if it's not with a significant other, with friends, because sometimes you may give too much to them, you know, or gain a lot from them. I don't know, like, I don't know how I can say it, but you should definitely, as far as closing, as far as your chapters, you should learn from them. Close chapters, but in order to close chapters, you actually have to understand like what actually happened, what was the bigger picture about, you know, that chapter overall, you know what I'm saying, so you can name it. You can't just have a chapter with no fucking name. You can have like chapter 23, but fuck, like, I don't understand. No, I need like a chicken noodle soup book. Like, if you didn't read chicken noodle soup, bruh. Yeah, close chapters so you can have new beginnings, you know what I'm saying? And you can know for next time, because life does move in a spiral, and what goes around comes back around. And you know what I'm saying, you ultimately get tested again, like not right then and there, but you get tested again, like later on. You know what I'm saying? If you refer back to your chapters and understand like what is going on and how to deal with it, and how when somebody when somebody you don't know need like that help and advice, how you can help them. So like, if you're going through some things, like, try rewriting your chapters. Look at yourself and understand yourself, like the good side and the bad side. Understand like everything about you, because you are the pilot in your life. And if you don't know what you want, who's gonna know what you want? You know what I'm saying? Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. It speaks for itself. So, you know, be careful who you open up to and allow to read your book. Just, you know, understanding is a key to life. But don't forget to turn back to the state that you originally was born with, which is peace and love and happiness and friendship. And because the world will test you. God will test you with a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, in life, to see, you know what I'm saying, are you ready for the next step, or do you have to keep going through the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And be careful what you say too, because you may say some things and about someone else, and then ultimately speak your next chapter, you know what I'm saying? That's another way to add chapters into your life. Like, say someone is having financial problems, and like you don't want to help them, and you talk down on them or something like that, and like I don't know, if just talking down on someone ultimately results in you going through the same thing, to realize like, hey, you don't do shit like that. Or, you know, I don't know, I can't explain it. Maybe I have a video on let's talk about on what I mean when I say that. It's karma. I can do the universal law on karma. I can probably I will do a video on that, but not right now. But stay tuned, and If you're new to my channel, like and subscribe. It's like 1 in the morning. I am tired because I'll be to bed for like 6, 7, 8. You know, I'll be bed early. So, yeah, because I believe in dreams. Yeah, it'll take you places if you allow it, and if you know. Yeah, but if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what your thoughts are, like, you know what I'm saying. Tell me if you disagree. Tell me if I missed some stuff, you know what I'm saying. Tell me if it helped you, you know. Tell me anything that like comes to mind about this, and anything that like you would like to explore my mind, like throw a topic out there, and if you want me to state my opinion on it, you know what I'm saying, explore my mind on the topic, then I'll be happy to do that. Like, I love talking, and sometimes I can't ramble like now. I need some feedback. Like, tell me if you feel me on what I've said so far. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at TBlack, and follow me on Twitter at It's TBlackLove. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Let's Talk with It's TBlackLove.